The Ohio and Kentucky State playoffs continue tonight with some great matchups. That's usually the case this late in the postseason. Loveland, Mount Healthy, no exception. Loveland 11-0 coming in. Mount Healthy with just one loss, and that was way back in week 2 in September, and that was just by 1 point. It's a high-scoring game from the get-go. Loveland hands it off to Luke Waddell. Look at this crease he can run through. You drive a truck through that thing. Waddell gets Loveland on the board first as he gets across. Just ahead of that tackle. Mount Healthy has the answer. David Montgomery finds Tyree Elliott. Breakaway speed for Elliott. Fighting Owls back in it, and they would add more. Here's Montgomery on the keeper. Gets that one to the front corner of the end zone. Mount Healthy takes the lead. Right back at it is Loveland. Gunner Gamble on the ground, untouched for 6 more. It's 14 all. But back come the Owls. Direct snap to Elliott. Gets that one in for a 21-14 Mount Healthy lead, but the Owls could not hold on. Loveland rallies for a 35-28 win. They are moving on in Division II. Clinton Massey and Alter, a couple of 11-1 teams in Dayton in a regional final. Massey strikes first. Who else? Bailey Wolf. 13-yard run here before he's wrestled out of bounds. Now at the 1-yard line, Bailey finishes what he started. Punches this one in for the first touchdown of the game. 7-0 Clinton Massey out in front. Alter would respond with Nick Coleman. It's this run by Nick for 27 yards, and right keeps his balance. That was a nice cutback too. 7-7. Coleman scores, tying the game, but in the second, Wolf and Clinton Massey would respond. Here's the senior bouncing outside with a 7-yard scoring run. Clinton Massey wins. They advance to state with a 21-14 win over Alter. The night season ends at 11-2. Highlands and Cubcat. Bluebirds won in the regular season, 42-6 over Cubcat, but this one's win or go home. Highlands look ready for a repeat. Look at this run from Zach Harris, cruising down to the 10. Highlands would cap the drive here with Drew Hulston on the keeper. Nice cutback. He's looking upfield all the way. Finds the daylight, scores the touchdown. Bluebirds out in front. Some more power running from Harris. Up the gut, loses his helmet. No problem, though. Harris then finishes that drive off with this, takes the direct snap, blows through the line for 6 more. He finished with a $194 on the ground. Highlands moving on 28-13. They eliminate Cubcat and sweep their season series. 12-0 Simon Kenton putting perfection on the line in 6A against Butler. First quarter, Dylan Powell takes the handoff to the Pioneers, goes straight up the gut. 12 yards for the touchdown. Simon Kenton leading 7-0. Later in the quarter, Joe Brown. He's got the ball for Butler. Turns the corner. Got 19 hard yards. But they would later fumble on that drive, Butler would. To the second quarter we go. Simon Kenton back to punt. To Vaughn Morton on the return for the Bears. Fields it on a hop. He finds the corner and turns that corner. Goodbye. Up the sideline for the big return and the score. That ties the game at 7. Butler goes on to win this one. 29-14 over Simon Kenton. So the Bears will play Meade County next week. As you know, there was a lot of discussion about where to stage tomorrow's regional semifinal between Colerain and Moeller. Cardinals weren't consulted, obviously, because if they had been, they'd have said play it in the parking lot. They don't care. They just want their crack at the defending state champs.
What's better than an underdog playing for a trip to the state semis? How about when the underdog plays the state champs for the same stakes?
They're the big dog until somebody can get them off the porch.
That's Colerain's mission this Saturday. Knock Moeller off the porch, off its perch as D1 state champs, then move on to the Ohio Final Four. This is an odd scenario for the Cardinals, who spent the entire season ranked in state and national polls ahead of the Fighting Crusaders, yet find themselves looking up.
It is a motivating factor for us because we felt like we worked hard, but it is what it is.
It is the new playoff format. More teams in means more travel, more teams battling for those top seeds. The computers hashed those out, but the computer wasn't cramping up during the heat of training camp, nor was it playing through the pain of mid-season injuries.
There's some things we can't control, you know, and you know, we won 3 great non-league games and won our league, and just unfortunately some of the teams we beat didn't win as many games as we needed them to.
We know that we can play to our potential, and if we play to our potential, we can be dangerous.
Kind of like that big dog that's currently sitting on the porch.
I always talk about in Southwest Ohio, it's great football, and to me, you know, Saturday night will represent all that's best in it.
Xavier has the weekend off, won't play again until Monday. Will Coach Max freshman play a lot of minutes as the season continues? Jalen Reynolds, Miles Davis, Brandon Randolph, Kamal Richards, all doing well with the minutes they've earned so far, but they'll have to keep earning their time.
My old mentor, Skip Prosser, used to say playing time is not like Halloween candy where when you put a suit on, everybody gets a little bit. And Kamal has to learn that maybe the hard way, but if his practice habits aren't what his teammates are, then he doesn't earn trust in the coach's eyes to get on the floor.